Some people, for example, like Elon Musk, worry that AI will destroy humanity. What does Master think about that? Is that going to happen?
It could happen. It could happen.
Oh.
He is not just over worried. There's at least one planet, another planet, not this planet, that developed super intelligent AI, and later on, they regretted it because these AI formed together like a big army, and then they demanded that they be treated like other beings over there, for example, like humans over there, or else.
Wow.
Because they're super intelligent and they can do many things that humans cannot do. In the beginning, humans there were very happy and then have them do many things. But later, these AI rebelled. They revolted. They became too intelligent, and the humans there were too dependent on them because the AI there, the artificial intelligence there was so good in many ways, more superior than humans in all manner of ways, like behavior, manners, politeness, intelligence, everything. So even after a while, many humans there prefer the AI and not their own species.
Wow.
Like, for example, the woman doesn't want to marry a man. She just stays with the AI. Because he can do many things for her and he doesn't demand much.
All right.
Yes. Understand.
Yeah. And the woman doesn't have to compensate her freedom, her mood, her behavior just to please a man that she's married to. Because the AI don't demand such things. But later on, as humans, they depended too much on the AI. They began to revolt. It's just like humans' minds. We have a brain that's similar to the computer. And so sometimes the brain gets too much overwhelming information, bad or good, and then the brain makes us do accordingly as well. We forget that we have a mind as well that can control the brain, etc.
Yes.
Understand.
And then we become bad or good according to the brain's information. It's like a computer as well. So the AI could be like that.
Wow.
And then they'll be even more superior to humans because humans sometimes use only 5 or 10% of the intelligence of the brain.
Yes.
But the AI can use more than that because they're programmed to do everything.
Wow.
Yeah. And later on, most humans there, or many at least, prefer the artificial intelligence because they made them exactly like themselves. And you could not distinguish between a human and a robot at that time. And then, they had big problem and danger everywhere. Just finally, they got together and they tricked these AI somehow into some compromise, saying that, okay, you can be a human now, then you congregate in such and such a place, and then we will talk, and then you will tell us what you want to do, and what right you want to have, what privilege, etc. Okay, so they all went into one big gathering and big, huge stadium. And then from there, the humans destroy them all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have a plan and they destroy all this AI that they so much loved, but became a danger to them.
Right.
Our planet could face this kind of dilemma if we're not careful enough. Because sometimes the scientists overdo things. They just zoom in their work and they don't consider how the outcome could make trouble. I saw in some of the news, they report that some scientists already developed this kind of monster cloning humans with other animals. People saw the animal has a human face, but the body is not. Or they are cloning a dog person with 2 heads, etc. What's all that for? They just do it sometimes for fun and just to prove that they can. Just to keep going further, to see what they can develop, but not knowing, not thinking about how difficult it is and how bad an outcome could result from it.
Yes, Master.
When I look at that, I feel, my God, poor dog person, the dog with 2 heads.
Yeah.
it's terrible carrying like that. And when they eat, it's very inconvenient, for example.
Yes.
Wow.
So sometimes scientists develop things just so that they can do it, but they're not necessarily helpful or useful in any way. It just wastes time and wastes money.
Yes, Master.
Yes,
Wow.
indeed.
So it could happen with the AI if the scientists continue developing and just continue exploring further into the robotics field just to see how far they can go and what's next without thinking. It could be one day be a catastrophe for humanity. So Elon Musk wasn't having a far-fetched idea.
Right.
Yes.
It's very possible that if we're not careful enough to develop within the limit, just to make it useful and helpful and overdoing it so that they become super intelligent, then it becomes like our brain and then they'll do what they want. Just like our brain tells us sometimes to do what we want.
Yes, that's true.
Understand.
And it's not good even what we want to do.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
And it becomes a habit. Our brain dictates us what to do and it becomes a habit, good or bad.
Oh, yes.
And the artificial intelligence could be that way too.
Wow.
Wow.
That is scary.
Yeah, but there's no need to be scared. We have climate change that is getting worse and worse. And some people still don't believe it. We have war with nuclear weapons. Different countries threaten everywhere to destroy humanity, destroy this country, that country. And then all that affects food security, financial security, peace, and all kinds of things that make people die anyway. And we also have a pandemic, which is killing thousands of people every day, still. And all these variants that scientists could not even cope with or could not even understand. And many new or old diseases are coming back and coming up everywhere. So what's the use of saying anything? We humans are really destroying ourselves. So not to talk about AI or not AI.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Oh, so sad.